right. Sorry for the delay. Chris had some issues with a regulator, piece of equipment I don't understand. But the beer is free, so I guess we can't complain too much. My name is Craig. I am your Pecha Kucha organizer, and I'm going to talk for exactly 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So we're going to kind of figure out how Pecha Kucha came to be, what it is, where it came from, and what it's doing here. So here we go. All right. So this is the first of many Pecha Kuchas to come here in Berkshire County. And just by a show of hands, has anyone been to one before? Oh, all right. So we have some Pecha Kucha veterans here. So I hope we live up to your expectations. For those of you who don't know, everything is going to progress automatically in 20-second intervals. So we're going to wait for my first slide to come up. And there it is. Last night, I was thinking of a really interesting way to do a Pecha Kucha presentation, considering it's a PowerPoint format. And I thought it'd be fun to hand draw all of my slides, kind of the antithesis of what a PowerPoint presentation is. So these are the players in my little story I'm going to tell you. That's me. Those are the PK inventors. Anyone who I don't want to sue me has a little black box over their face and they wear a tie, and some other weapons and stuff. So this is my, my thought process in my head. So that's the pie chart that I see, and it's broken down to physical and metaphysical. We're going to kind of focus on the metaphysical existence of Pecha Kucha. That takes up about 95% of my time. So when I was drawing this little slide, well, we're going on to the next one. So you can see it's a little harder than it looks. So this is how Pecha Kucha started in my head, is that the PK organizers are walking down the street in Japan, which is where it started, which actually looks a lot like a story of Queens in my head. And the little Pecha Kucha store comes along and drops the PK idea onto them because they're walking around looking for a place to do things, and there's a little no vacancy sign, artist beware, and no free beer. So they came up with the rules, and those are the Pecha Kucha organizers up there. There are two of them, and one can hold them, the other one can't because his arms are kind of the other way. And the basic rules is that artists talk a lot, so you have a time limit, as you can see. You have a limited number of images, which you'll understand more about. And I'm in control, just to let you guys know. You guys can't forward your slides, I do it. And this is kind of how it happens here in my head. I was walking down the hallway in our Berkshire Museum. Those are little ballet posters in our bathrooms behind us. And I walked into the Innovation Hall, and I got pulled into the office. So that's Donald Arnold Feigenbaum in the background there on our little innovation screen, those of you who know the museum. And we're going to wait. So we actually don't have an office here. We have a circle of death. And this is how we decide everything at the Berkshire Museum. So there's a gentleman who told me to do Pecha Kucha, shall remain nameless, and that's me. And we kind of duked it out. And it's kind of cool. Everyone kind of sits around and they watch us like go at it. And there's no leaning over the rail or spitting. And so there are actually 3 levels to our circle of death. The first one is feet and fists, and we kind of fight with our hands. And then we do some breakdance moves apparently as well. And then we go to objects from the collection, which makes this museum really interesting. I worked at a lot of art museums, and you just throw paintings at each other, it gets boring. But we have weapons in our collection, so we can use weapons in our meetings. And then the last one is randomly selected objects. In this case, it was lawn equipment. So I got kicked out of the meeting, and I became a Pecha Kucha organizer. Rarely does anyone die in our death matches, but I'm very happy to be here. This is actually a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun pulling this together. That's Doug Trumbull in the background too, just to let you know. He tapes up his little face in our video. So to do a PK presentation, you need to get in contact with Japan, which is actually quite interesting because I can't call them on the phone. So it's a lot of like who you are, why you want to do this, what makes you special. So when I was drawing this slide, I was thinking about all the different things I could do, like send a hot air balloon, like shoot a cannon at them, make a big sign, and kind of these back and forth conversations, this A to B and B to A. And eventually they asked me the question, who I am. And I'm the type of person who loves this question. Anytime you want to ask me who I am, I can go on for hours. And so I sent them kind of this combination piece. The subject line literally was, who are you? And so I sent them a list of 20 things that I think I am, and used this backdrop from a piece that I did in 2008 that actually uses the word I am. And that piece is actually in Finland right now on display. So we have free beer tonight, as many of you know. Graciously supplied by Wandering Star Brewery. There are 2 beers on tap. One is light, one is dark. That is all I know about him. But luckily, Chris is going to speak. He's one of our presenters. He'll gladly fill you in on everything that's going to happen here. So I really don't want to talk about the museum. That's my day job. But I figured, any members in the audience? All right, hopefully I can get, wow. Hopefully I can convince a couple more of you. We give free beer at Pecha Kucha events. So I did the math. $50 membership would buy you roughly 9.6 good beers in Berkshire County, good being the key word. And then we have 4 Pecha Kucha events, so that's 2.6 beers an event. You drink it, you can drink your membership. Here, this is, we did a brainstorming session in one of our Circle Death meetings. This is the things we came up with, what Pecha Kucha is. 20 slides in 20 seconds, 6 minutes and 40 seconds of awesomeness. Embracing the ish of life. As you guys see, we don't really have a start time or an end time. What Pecha Kucha is not. It's not about your job unless you're a superhero with really super cool powers. You can really work with that if you think about it. Not a way to make money, although we are taking donations. Marketing tool for your fall clothing line, you can kind of work around that one as well. Any others? It's not about me or you. It's kind of platonic. It's about us and our existence here together. Who can present? This is actually from an email we sent out. So this is the list of people we have come up with who can present. This list will be growing as we find more people to present. So anyone interested in presenting, you can fit yourself into one of those categories. Any musketeers? I'm just curious. No? All right. We're going to move on. So these are upcoming dates, 6/14, 8/14, and 10/30. I think 10/30 we're going to do it Halloween style. So start thinking about costumes and theatrical performances. It'll be a lot of fun. So we'll do 4 of them a year. Any of you with kids? Kids? Did you leave them at home? Yes, hopefully. So we're going to try to do a 18 and under Pecha Kucha. These are our presenters tonight. They all have their own little icon. There are 13 of us all together, plus 1 non-human. Believe it or not. I do believe, I haven't got the official word from them yet, but I believe it is the first non-human to ever present at Pecha Kucha. So a lot of firsts happening here tonight. And those of you interested in presenting, you can talk to me throughout tonight, or you can just go to berkshiremuseum.org. We have all of our information there. And I think, if I remember correctly, that is my last slide. Let's see if it progresses properly.